Práctica diaria de inglés. Escucha, habla y mejora tus habilidades. Al terminar, practica más en nuestra app. Gratis. Link abajo. Comienza a practicar.
I sit at my desk for 8 hours a day. I sit at my desk for 8 hours a day.
Me siento en mi escritorio durante 8 horas al día.
I sit at my desk for 8 hours a day. I sit at my desk for 8 hours a day. My chair is adjustable. My chair is adjustable.
Mi silla es ajustable.
My chair is adjustable. My chair is adjustable. The monitor should be at eye level. The monitor should be at eye level.
El monitor debe estar a la altura de los ojos.
The monitor should be at eye level. The monitor should be at eye level. I use a standing desk sometimes. I use a standing desk sometimes.
A veces uso un escritorio de pie.
I use a standing desk sometimes. I use a standing desk sometimes. Good posture helps prevent back pain. Good posture helps prevent back pain.
Una buena postura ayuda a prevenir el dolor de espalda.
Good posture helps prevent back pain. Good posture helps prevent back pain. I keep my feet flat on the floor. I keep my feet flat on the floor.
Mantengo los pies planos sobre el suelo.
I keep my feet flat on the floor. I keep my feet flat on the floor. The keyboard should be at elbow height. The keyboard should be at elbow height.
El teclado debe estar a la altura de los codos.
The keyboard should be at elbow height. The keyboard should be at elbow height. I use a wrist rest when typing. I use a wrist rest when typing.
Uso un reposamuñecas al escribir.
I use a wrist rest when typing. I use a wrist rest when typing. My office chair has lumbar support. My office chair has lumbar support.
Mi silla de oficina tiene soporte lumbar.
My office chair has lumbar support. My office chair has lumbar support. I take short breaks to stretch. I take short breaks to stretch.
Hago pausas cortas para estirarme.
I take short breaks to stretch. I take short breaks to stretch. Ergonomics is important at work. Ergonomics is important at work.
La ergonomía es importante en el trabajo.
Ergonomics is important at work. Ergonomics is important at work. I try not to slouch when working. I try not to slouch when working.
Intento no encorvarme mientras trabajo.
I try not to slouch when working. I try not to slouch when working. My mouse is close to the keyboard. My mouse is close to the keyboard.
Mi ratón está cerca del teclado.
My mouse is close to the keyboard. My mouse is close to the keyboard. I use a headset for phone calls. I use a headset for phone calls.
Uso auriculares para las llamadas telefónicas.
I use a headset for phone calls. I use a headset for phone calls. The lighting should not cause glare. The lighting should not cause glare.
La iluminación no debe causar reflejos.
The lighting should not cause glare. The lighting should not cause glare. I adjust my monitor brightness. I adjust my monitor brightness.
Ajusto el brillo de mi monitor.
I adjust my monitor brightness. I adjust my monitor brightness. The desk should have enough space. The desk should have enough space.
El escritorio debe tener suficiente espacio.
The desk should have enough space. The desk should have enough space. I sit with my back straight. I sit with my back straight.
Me siento con la espalda recta.
I sit with my back straight. I sit with my back straight. I keep my shoulders relaxed. I keep my shoulders relaxed.
Mantengo los hombros relajados.
I keep my shoulders relaxed. I keep my shoulders relaxed. My arms are at a 90-degree angle. My arms are at a 90-degree angle.
Mis brazos están en un ángulo de 90 grados.
My arms are at a 90-degree angle. My arms are at a 90-degree angle. The chair height fits my desk. The chair height fits my desk.
La altura de la silla se adapta a mi escritorio.
The chair height fits my desk. The chair height fits my desk. I use a footrest for comfort. I use a footrest for comfort.
Uso un reposapiés para mayor comodidad.
I use a footrest for comfort. I use a footrest for comfort. Ergonomic tools reduce strain. Ergonomic tools reduce strain.
Las herramientas ergonómicas reducen la tensión.
Ergonomic tools reduce strain. Ergonomic tools reduce strain. I avoid crossing my legs. I avoid crossing my legs.
Evito cruzar las piernas.
I avoid crossing my legs. I avoid crossing my legs. I place my monitor directly in front of me. I place my monitor directly in front of me.
Coloco el monitor directamente frente a mí.
I place my monitor directly in front of me. I place my monitor directly in front of me. I avoid twisting my body while working. I avoid twisting my body while working.
Evito torcer el cuerpo mientras trabajo.
I avoid twisting my body while working. I avoid twisting my body while working. Proper ergonomics increase productivity. Proper ergonomics increase productivity.
Una ergonomía adecuada aumenta la productividad.
Proper ergonomics increase productivity. Proper ergonomics increase productivity. I keep my screen an arm's length away. I keep my screen an arm's length away.
Mantengo la pantalla a la distancia de un brazo.
I keep my screen an arm's length away. I keep my screen an arm's length away. I use an ergonomic mouse. I use an ergonomic mouse.
Uso un ratón ergonómico.
I use an ergonomic mouse. I use an ergonomic mouse. I organize my desk to avoid reaching. I organize my desk to avoid reaching.
Organizo mi escritorio para evitar estirarme.
I organize my desk to avoid reaching. I organize my desk to avoid reaching. I blink often to reduce eye strain. I blink often to reduce eye strain.
Parpadeo con frecuencia para reducir la fatiga visual.
I blink often to reduce eye strain. I blink often to reduce eye strain. I keep my wrists straight when typing. I keep my wrists straight when typing.
Mantengo las muñecas rectas al escribir.
I keep my wrists straight when typing. I keep my wrists straight when typing. I adjust my chair daily. I adjust my chair daily.
Ajusto mi silla todos los días.
I adjust my chair daily. I adjust my chair daily. I stretch my legs every hour. I stretch my legs every hour.
Estiro las piernas cada hora.
I stretch my legs every hour. I stretch my legs every hour. I set a timer to remind me to move. I set a timer to remind me to move.
Pongo una alarma para recordarme moverme.
I set a timer to remind me to move. I set a timer to remind me to move. My desk is at a comfortable height. My desk is at a comfortable height.
Mi escritorio está a una altura cómoda.
My desk is at a comfortable height. My desk is at a comfortable height. My monitor is tilted slightly upward. My monitor is tilted slightly upward.
Mi monitor está ligeramente inclinado hacia arriba.
My monitor is tilted slightly upward. My monitor is tilted slightly upward. I sit close enough to the desk. I sit close enough to the desk.
Me siento lo suficientemente cerca del escritorio.
I sit close enough to the desk. I sit close enough to the desk. I use both hands when typing. I use both hands when typing.
Uso ambas manos al escribir.
I use both hands when typing. I use both hands when typing. I avoid leaning forward too much. I avoid leaning forward too much.
Evito inclinarme demasiado hacia adelante.
I avoid leaning forward too much. I avoid leaning forward too much. I adjust my screen to reduce glare. I adjust my screen to reduce glare.
Ajusto la pantalla para reducir los reflejos.
I adjust my screen to reduce glare. I adjust my screen to reduce glare. I use a document holder next to my monitor. I use a document holder next to my monitor.
Uso un soporte de documentos junto al monitor.
I use a document holder next to my monitor. I use a document holder next to my monitor. Ergonomics help prevent injuries. Ergonomics help prevent injuries.
La ergonomía ayuda a prevenir lesiones.
Ergonomics help prevent injuries. Ergonomics help prevent injuries. I change positions throughout the day. I change positions throughout the day.
Cambio de posición a lo largo del día.
I change positions throughout the day. I change positions throughout the day. I keep my work tools within reach. I keep my work tools within reach.
Mantengo mis herramientas de trabajo al alcance.
I keep my work tools within reach. I keep my work tools within reach. I make sure my chair supports my back. I make sure my chair supports my back.
Me aseguro de que mi silla apoye mi espalda.
I make sure my chair supports my back. I make sure my chair supports my back. I use a cushion to support my lower back. I use a cushion to support my lower back.
Uso un cojín para apoyar la zona lumbar.
I use a cushion to support my lower back. I use a cushion to support my lower back. I raise or lower my chair as needed. I raise or lower my chair as needed.
Subo o bajo la silla según sea necesario.
I raise or lower my chair as needed. I raise or lower my chair as needed. I keep my elbows close to my body. I keep my elbows close to my body.
Mantengo los codos cerca del cuerpo.
I keep my elbows close to my body. I keep my elbows close to my body. I avoid holding the phone between my ear and shoulder. I avoid holding the phone between my ear and shoulder.
Evito sujetar el teléfono entre el hombro y la oreja.
I avoid holding the phone between my ear and shoulder. I avoid holding the phone between my ear and shoulder. I use a split keyboard for comfort. I use a split keyboard for comfort.
Uso un teclado dividido para mayor comodidad.
I use a split keyboard for comfort. I use a split keyboard for comfort. I take eye breaks every 20 minutes. I take eye breaks every 20 minutes.
Hago descansos visuales cada 20 minutos.
I take eye breaks every 20 minutes. I take eye breaks every 20 minutes. I look away from the screen often. I look away from the screen often.
Miro lejos de la pantalla con frecuencia.
I look away from the screen often. I look away from the screen often. I walk around during breaks. I walk around during breaks.
Camino durante los descansos.
I walk around during breaks. I walk around during breaks. I place my laptop on a stand. I place my laptop on a stand.
Coloco mi portátil sobre un soporte.
I place my laptop on a stand. I place my laptop on a stand. I use an external keyboard with my laptop. I use an external keyboard with my laptop.
Uso un teclado externo con mi portátil.
I use an external keyboard with my laptop. I use an external keyboard with my laptop. I adjust my workstation to fit my body. I adjust my workstation to fit my body.
Ajusto mi estación de trabajo a mi cuerpo.
I adjust my workstation to fit my body. I adjust my workstation to fit my body. I keep my screen clean and clear. I keep my screen clean and clear.
Mantengo la pantalla limpia y clara.
I keep my screen clean and clear. I keep my screen clean and clear. I avoid sitting too close to the monitor. I avoid sitting too close to the monitor.
Evito sentarme demasiado cerca del monitor.
I avoid sitting too close to the monitor. I avoid sitting too close to the monitor. I keep my neck in a neutral position. I keep my neck in a neutral position.
Mantengo el cuello en una posición neutra.
I keep my neck in a neutral position. I keep my neck in a neutral position. I stretch my arms and shoulders often. I stretch my arms and shoulders often.
Estiro los brazos y los hombros con frecuencia.
I stretch my arms and shoulders often. I stretch my arms and shoulders often. I avoid overreaching for items. I avoid overreaching for items.
Evito estirarme demasiado para alcanzar objetos.
I avoid overreaching for items. I avoid overreaching for items. I keep my workspace free of clutter. I keep my workspace free of clutter.
Mantengo mi espacio de trabajo libre de desorden.
I keep my workspace free of clutter. I keep my workspace free of clutter. I sit with my hips at a 90-degree angle. I sit with my hips at a 90-degree angle.
Me siento con las caderas en un ángulo de 90 grados.
I sit with my hips at a 90-degree angle. I sit with my hips at a 90-degree angle. I relax my hands when I type. I relax my hands when I type.
Relajo las manos al escribir.
I relax my hands when I type. I relax my hands when I type. I use an anti-fatigue mat when standing. I use an anti-fatigue mat when standing.
Uso una alfombrilla antifatiga cuando estoy de pie.
I use an anti-fatigue mat when standing. I use an anti-fatigue mat when standing. I shift my weight when standing. I shift my weight when standing.
Cambio el peso de mis pies al estar de pie.
I shift my weight when standing. I shift my weight when standing. I adjust my monitor depending on the light. I adjust my monitor depending on the light.
Ajusto el monitor según la luz.
I adjust my monitor depending on the light. I adjust my monitor depending on the light. I check my posture regularly. I check my posture regularly.
Reviso mi postura con regularidad.
I check my posture regularly. I check my posture regularly. I ask for ergonomic equipment if I need it. I ask for ergonomic equipment if I need it.
Pido equipo ergonómico si lo necesito.
I ask for ergonomic equipment if I need it. I ask for ergonomic equipment if I need it. I follow ergonomic guidelines at work. I follow ergonomic guidelines at work.
Sigo las pautas ergonómicas en el trabajo.
I follow ergonomic guidelines at work. I follow ergonomic guidelines at work. I attend ergonomics training sessions. I attend ergonomics training sessions.
Asisto a sesiones de formación en ergonomía.
I attend ergonomics training sessions. I attend ergonomics training sessions. I give feedback about my workstation. I give feedback about my workstation.
Doy mi opinión sobre mi estación de trabajo.
I give feedback about my workstation. I give feedback about my workstation. I report discomfort to my supervisor. I report discomfort to my supervisor.
Informo de molestias a mi supervisor.
I report discomfort to my supervisor. I report discomfort to my supervisor. I work with an ergonomics specialist. I work with an ergonomics specialist.
Trabajo con un especialista en ergonomía.
I work with an ergonomics specialist. I work with an ergonomics specialist. I set up my home office properly. I set up my home office properly.
Organizo correctamente mi oficina en casa.
I set up my home office properly. I set up my home office properly. I use a laptop riser at home. I use a laptop riser at home.
Uso un elevador para el portátil en casa.
I use a laptop riser at home. I use a laptop riser at home. I keep water nearby to stay hydrated. I keep water nearby to stay hydrated.
Mantengo agua cerca para mantenerme hidratado.
I keep water nearby to stay hydrated. I keep water nearby to stay hydrated. I take deep breaths during breaks. I take deep breaths during breaks.
Respiro profundamente durante los descansos.
I take deep breaths during breaks. I take deep breaths during breaks. I do neck rolls to relax. I do neck rolls to relax.
Hago rotaciones de cuello para relajarme.
I do neck rolls to relax. I do neck rolls to relax. I stretch my fingers and wrists. I stretch my fingers and wrists.
Estiro los dedos y las muñecas.
I stretch my fingers and wrists. I stretch my fingers and wrists. I use voice dictation to reduce typing. I use voice dictation to reduce typing.
Uso dictado por voz para reducir la escritura.
I use voice dictation to reduce typing. I use voice dictation to reduce typing. I use screen filters to reduce glare. I use screen filters to reduce glare.
Uso filtros de pantalla para reducir los reflejos.
I use screen filters to reduce glare. I use screen filters to reduce glare. I adjust the height of my standing desk. I adjust the height of my standing desk.
Ajusto la altura de mi escritorio de pie.
I adjust the height of my standing desk. I adjust the height of my standing desk. I alternate between sitting and standing. I alternate between sitting and standing.
Alterno entre estar sentado y de pie.
I alternate between sitting and standing. I alternate between sitting and standing. I use cushions to improve comfort. I use cushions to improve comfort.
Uso cojines para mejorar la comodidad.
I use cushions to improve comfort. I use cushions to improve comfort. I avoid working from the couch. I avoid working from the couch.
Evito trabajar desde el sofá.
I avoid working from the couch. I avoid working from the couch. I use a proper desk chair at home. I use a proper desk chair at home.
Uso una silla de escritorio adecuada en casa.
I use a proper desk chair at home. I use a proper desk chair at home. I do shoulder rolls every hour. I do shoulder rolls every hour.
Hago rotaciones de hombros cada hora.
I do shoulder rolls every hour. I do shoulder rolls every hour. I sit with knees level with my hips. I sit with knees level with my hips.
Me siento con las rodillas al nivel de las caderas.
I sit with knees level with my hips. I sit with knees level with my hips. I take regular walking breaks. I take regular walking breaks.
Tomo descansos para caminar con regularidad.
I take regular walking breaks. I take regular walking breaks. I set up my monitor to avoid neck strain. I set up my monitor to avoid neck strain.
Coloco el monitor para evitar tensión en el cuello.
I set up my monitor to avoid neck strain. I set up my monitor to avoid neck strain. I use ergonomic accessories. I use ergonomic accessories.
Uso accesorios ergonómicos.
I use ergonomic accessories. I use ergonomic accessories.
Gracias por ver. Suscríbete a nuestro canal y activa las notificaciones para obtener nuevos vídeos a tiempo y continuar tu viaje de aprendizaje de inglés.